This might be the most important video that you will ever watch in your entire life. This will change your life forever. So I want you to pay close attention because I'm going to save you a lot of years, a lot of tears, a lot of thinking, a lot of thoughts that will come to your mind in and out. So I want you to sit back and relax because if you feel like your life right now is going in a way that you do not know, you feel like you are lost, you feel like you don't know what to do, feel like everything is just not going well, then I got one thing to say to you, and that is, there is no one to change but self. It is the hard truth. There is nothing to change but self. When you change the way you look at your world, the world will change. You cannot expect to fight the world and expect it to change. You are changing it matter to matter. It's like fighting with a mirror. And this was one of the things that kept me back for a lot of time. I was trying to change the outer world without knowing that my thoughts and my feelings are affecting every single thing around me. I want to tell you something. You don't have to fight the world. You only have to change what's inside of you. What do you consent to be true about yourself, about your world? What do you believe about yourself and about your world? Do you believe that you are worthy of love? Do you believe that you are worthy of abundance? Or do you just want to have it because you saw someone have it and you're just like, he doesn't deserve that? Who told you? He is deserving of that. Why? Because he believes that he's worthy of that. Ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself the hard questions. Do you really believe in yourself? Do you believe in the possibility of you being the person that you want to be? Or you're just blaming everything around you? Or you're just blaming all the people around you? I know sometimes we can see that there are people that are so bad and they're doing a lot of terrible things in life. But as I said, there is no one to change but self. Because on a higher plane, everything is connected. So when you change who you are internally and what do you consent to be true about yourself and about your world, the world will get no choice but to change. This is how it works. And unfortunately, you will see people, bad people, quote unquote, are doing well. Why? Because their beliefs is telling them that they are worthy of these things. But you think that having this amount of money or this beautiful relationship or this house or this car is somehow making you feeling guilty for some reason. You feel guilty. You feel like you are not worthy of having all these things. So you keep yourself stuck and sitting down like this. What did I do? What should I do? You should change how you think and how you feel. The world will only give you what you are. So you got to change who you are to get what you want. And when you change who you are, you will get it. Because that version of you already got it. There are infinite amount of parallel universes around you. So when you change who you are internally, you will change everything around you. When you change how you think and how you feel, you will act differently. And how you act differently will affect how you are interacting with the people around you. And all of a sudden, synchronicities will happen. All of a sudden, these coincidences will happen. And all of a sudden, your whole life will change. And this is how it is. This is the reality of it. And unfortunately, most people are trying to change matter to matter. Nothing wrong with working hard. Nothing wrong with working hard to the point that you are tired. But know that you are working in the right place. Know that you are on the right path. Not just fighting against the tides and try to make something happen against the will of yourself because you yourself are not believing in yourself. You don't believe that you are worthy of receiving the things that you want. So you can work as hard as you want, but if your subconscious beliefs is contradictory to what you are doing, then the results will always be you returning back to square one. And this is the hard truth. And this is something that I want to tell you today because I don't want you to waste your years. I don't want you to waste your years. For decades, I've seen people that tried to change and nothing happened until they changed what's within them. For decades, nothing changed. And in weeks, decades happened. You see, in weeks, all their losses throughout their lives became wins. And these wins were because of a change of a mindset, of a state of being. They literally became a new person. And when you become a new person, you changed your personality. And as you may know, as Dr. Joe Dispenza says, your personality is creating your personal reality. So when you change your personality, how you think, how you act, and how you feel, you are changing the reality around you. So there is no one to change but self. I don't want you to waste your time, try to fight against everybody and anyone around you and just like, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then you find yourself stuck. You got to believe in yourself. You got to have faith. And most people these days don't have faith. And by faith, I mean knowing. And by knowing, I mean believing. And by believing, I mean having faith back with the loop of faith. When you have faith, you are literally on the right path. You are believing in the inner world more than your outer world, because this outer world is just reflecting back to you what you consent to be true about yourself and about your world. So when you change how you look at things, the things you look at change. And this is how it is. I don't care how hard you try, you can make it easier on yourself when you change the mindset. And think about it. Would you love to be around some people that are just complaining 24/7? I'm not against venting to someone every now and then, but for how long? You see people for years, they do nothing but just vent. And they are in a bad state all of the time. And when they are in a room, you feel like you want to leave. And I've witnessed things like that. So I don't want you to be one of those people. May God bless them, but you got to help yourself. No one is coming to save you. You got to save yourself. Nobody is coming to save you. And this is the hard truth. You got to save yourself. I'm saving you years by these few things that I'm just telling you right now. I'm saving you years, literally. This can change your life forever, and this will change your life forever. Changing your subconscious behavior, changing how you think and how you feel and how you act, becoming a new person, imagining yourself having the things that you desire, walking from the premise that you are already the man or the woman that you want to be, interacting with people with confidence, building the confidence with yourself, saying that you are going to do this and you do it. You are building the trust within yourself. You are building confidence. And when you are building confidence, you will manifest faster. You will have these synchronicities and serendipities. All of a sudden, all the things that you are afraid of, you won't be afraid of. Why? Because you know that whatever happens, it's happening for a reason. It's a part of the unfoldment. And when the unfoldment happens, all of a sudden, bam, your things that you were striving for and you are trying to get these things, all of a sudden it's in front of your own eyes without feeling like you had to work so hard at it. You were doing the work, but at the same time, you felt like you are enjoying what you are doing. And this is one of the things that all the great people were experiencing. They were enjoying what they are doing. So all of a sudden, the work is not a work anymore. They are not forcing it. They are not putting labels on it. An artist will just be drawing for 16 hours and he won't feel like working. He will be enjoying that. This is the same. When you are with the right mindset, with the right state of being, you are operating at a certain frequency. When you are operating at a certain frequency, sometimes the old frequency will try to bring you down by giving you circumstances from the past, similar to the past, the old you, a test, if you will. But the thing is, you can pass that test by knowing that this is a test. Ah, you tricky universe, I know you. This is something from the past. So you stay on your frequency. You know that this is just an echo from the past. And you keep moving forward. You keep becoming the best version of you. You don't just go around and just be like, nothing changed, and go back to the old state. No, I want you to persevere in a new state of being. Become a new person, literally. Walk as if you are already the man or the woman that you want to be. Stay on the side of the polarity that is more positive. And the most important thing that you should do is see yourself already having what you want. See yourself already the man or the woman that you want. You want all these materialistic things or the relationship, all these things because of one thing, to have a certain feeling, a certain emotion. So why not go to that feeling directly? And when you are in that feeling, this is the feeling of the wish fulfilled that all the great teachers were talking about. Neville Goddard talked about it. Joseph Murphy talked about it. Joe Dispenza talked about it. Every single one of those talked about it. Jesus talked about it. Moses, Muhammad, everyone talked about it. It's about getting into the feeling that what you want is already an accomplished fact. And sit back and relax and let go and let God. This is the esoteric meaning of it. You're just in the knowing that it is done. It is done. So you just let go and know that this intelligent power, this infinite intelligence within you and all around you will take care of it. It's already taking care of it. So I don't want you to just try to fight the world. It's just like fighting a mirror. You won't be liking that. You won't be frowning in front of the mirror and expect it to smile at you. You got to smile first. So I just saved you a lot of years and a lot of tears and a lot of overthinking. All you have to do is change who you are. Change your subconscious programming. And this is why when you guys ask me about this technique and that technique, what about this, what about that? I gathered all this info and I've put it in one ebook. You can find it out in the link in the description box. You have all the tools. All you have to do now is one thing. Apply this knowledge. Apply the knowledge. Knowing only is half of the process. The other half is applying what you already know right now. That's it. Done.